morning, my friends. It's your old pal, PeaceLoveMusic, with another episode of the Let's Go Good Morning Show, brought to you live by DeOrganized Media in partnership with our good friends over at BitcoinLive, Decentralized Broadcasting. It is Friday. We made it to the end of the week. And I decided to go with my red, white, and blue therm flannel. It's nice and soft. It's a little chilly this morning. And of course, what goes better with the red, white, and blue flannel than a red, white, and blue Jerry Garcia tie? And, not everything's perfect in our world, but we still have the basis of freedom and liberty built into our society. And it's important that we maintain that through recognizing it before we lose what we do have. Please share out the stream, guys. It's important to us. It helps us grow. Thank you all so much for tuning in, by the way. It's been an incredible week, another incredible week in the Stacks ecosystem. You may hear Buddy the Wonder Pup in the background whining a little bit. I assure you he is okay. He's just he's used to getting a lot of attention. My daughter goes to school. My wife goes up to work, and it takes him a little while to settle down, but he has been fed. He has been watered. He's been run around, and he's good. He might whine a little bit, and he's actually awesome. I might, if he gets too rambunctious, I actually might bring him on to the show. We do have Find to Earn rounds coming at 9:30. Again, you have to share out the stream in order to be eligible to play, and we have some big news on that I'm going to talk about later for the coming month for Find to Earn rounds and sponsorships. We're really doing really good with that, and people are enjoying it. We're having a great time with it. So make sure you like and share, repost the stream on X. Really helps us, and you have to be eligible to win. We have Adam Bitcoin in the house a little bit. Hey, and GPSC. I think Mel might be joining us as well. Really excited to have an interesting personality in the space come and chat with us, and that'll be in a little while as soon as I get through the news. And just friendly reminder, this is a news and information show. We are providing news and information, some entertainment. We are never providing financial advice. Always do your own research. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. That being said, Bitcoin coming in at $85,098 as of a little while before broadcast. Stacks coming in at 67 cents, coming back down, testing back down to that low, but it seems to have found us, at least for the time being, a higher low, which is what we need to do to move forward with strength. Stacks is at 66 by market cap on CoinMarketCap. Fear and Greed Index at 33, holding steady, which again is a good sign. It's not there's not more fear, even though the market's correcting a little bit more again. And the top three gainers on CoinMarketCap over the last 24 hours are CRO, Han Token, and Dexy. In the Stacks DeFi world, Hermetica USDH yield is at 3%. That's right, you can earn yield on dollar stablecoins backed by Bitcoin at Hermetica. DCA into Bitcoin, Stacks, Runes, and more effortlessly at bitflow.finance. Bitflow also hosts the deepest USDH pool on Stacks with $832,000 in liquidity, offering top-tier swap rates. USDH holds 75% of the Stacks stablecoin market. Earn, swap, and stack like a pro with Bitflow. Alex surpassed $2.6 billion in volume, launched DAM, the Bitcoin's first concentrated liquidity DEX, unveiled Alex AI, token listing tools, USDT via Jolts, and wrapped Surge 3 with top SBTC yields. Liquidity pairs with SBTC are now live on Velar. Stake your Velar, pair your favorite meme tokens with SBTC, earn yield, and trade all your favorite Stacks tokens, and soon Herp DEX. There's actually an announcement today. I think it's launching today on Velar. There's an announcement. I think it's at the top of the hour. They're having a space. I'm not entirely sure when, but huge shout out to Velar. Congratulations to them on Perp Dex launch, and I'm interested in seeing how that goes. Zest is offering 3.63% yield on SBTC today, with today's highest yield at 9.63% on STSTX. Over at Stacking DAO, you can earn 9.61% on your STSTX, 10.24% yield if you take it in native BTC, or 9.33% with rewards in SBTC over at Stacking DAO. And there's a link to go below the post in the description on where to go to start earning yield on your STX with stacking DAO. Stack STX, earn BTC. SBTC equals programmable Bitcoin for DeFi. Stacks has fast, low fee transactions, proof of transfer security, and native Bitcoin rewards. Tell your friends. Stacks ecosystem calendar for the day. I always forget to get my. Over at the DeOrganized calendar, we have the Velar space is going on. It is at, it's at 8 a.m. So is it going on now? I'm not even sure. It might be going on now. So really excited about that. Good luck to Velar. We have the SIP call at 11 a.m. Good for Bitcoin at 1 p.m. Purple Pill Friday with Dan and Brad at 5 p.m. and then round out your evening at 7 p.m. with the DeOrganized nightly show with GPSC and friends. And we will be excited. We have so many cool things going on in our ecosystem right now. It's great. We just double check the Stacks calendar, make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope, that's all of the things. Oh, I know what we're missing. There's the Xverse space at 11 a.m. too. Which I will be joining. I'm actually going to be in the SIP call at the top of the SIP call, joining that Xverse space with Rubes and all the cool people that are joining that show. And then back to round out the SIP call. Then at 1 p.m. I have my puppy's first veterinary visit today. So busy day for old PeaceLoveMusic here. In the news, SEC chair nominee Paul Atkins signals crypto stance. Paul Atkins, nominated by President Donald Trump to lead the Securities and Exchange Commission, emphasized a pro-cryptocurrency approach during his Senate confirmation hearing. Atkins criticized the previous SEC administration for its handling of digital assets and pledged to establish a clear, rational regulatory framework to foster innovation and investment in the crypto sector. He highlighted the need to move away from overly restrictive regulations that may have stifled the industry's growth. Atkins' nomination is seen as a potential shift towards a more accommodating environment for digital assets within U.S. financial system. This is a huge shift, actually. We're going from actively fighting against the development of the crypto space to support. Huge deal. The Department of Justice seizes $200,000 in cryptocurrency linked to Hamas. The U.S. Department of Justice announced the seizure of approximately $200,000 in cryptocurrency intended to support the activities of Hamas, a designated terrorist organization. The operation involved court-authorized confiscation of 17 cryptocurrency wallets used for fundraising and laundering funds for Hamas. This action underscores the increasing use of digital currencies in illicit activities. That's bullshit. And the government's commitment to disrupting financial networks that support terrorism. The number one currency used in illicit activities is the US dollar. Bad actors are going to use whatever tools are available, but that doesn't mean we take the tools away from the good actors. I don't like that narrative there. New York Attorney General reaches $200 million settlement with Galaxy Digital over the Luna collapse. Galaxy Digital, a prominent cryptocurrency investment firm, has agreed to a $200 million settlement with the New York Attorney General's office related to its involvement with the collapsed cryptocurrency Luna and the stablecoin Terra USD during the 2022 crypto crisis. Galaxy Digital has promoted Luna's adoption in the U.S. and exited its position with significant gains prior to the market collapse. The settlement, to be paid over 3 years, reflects the firm's commitment to resolving the matter without admitting or denying allegations. Tornado, a legendary beer bar in San Francisco's Lower Haight neighborhood, is reportedly in the process of being sold after 38 years of operation. The prospective buyer, Orion Parrott, associated with Orange DAO, plans to introduce a cryptocurrency related business model to the establishment. The sale has not been finalized and employees have not been officially informed, leading to mixed reactions from the bar's loyal patrons. The San Francisco beer community remains watchful of the bar's future under new ownership. Very interesting stuff. Felix Leach, a stuntman known for his work in major productions like Star Wars and Game of Thrones, fell victim to an elaborate cryptocurrency scam, resulting in a loss of nearly £50,000 Leach was lured into the scam through a WhatsApp trading group advertising on Instagram. Initially investing £1,000 and subsequently increasing his investment, believing he was earning profits. Attempts to withdraw funds were met with demands for large fees under false pretenses. Realizing he had been scammed, Leach sought assistance and managed to recover £11,000 with legal help. He now warns others about the dangers of cryptocurrency scams and emphasizes the importance of vigilance when investing. Do not take anybody's word for what they're asking you to invest in and what they're suggesting you should get into. Please don't do that. ETF flows around 1,020 BTC were bought and 2,090 ETH were sold on March 27th. BTC ETFs saw $89 million in net inflows. ETH saw $4.2 million in net outflows. Fidelity Spot Bitcoin ETF bought 1,120 BTC worth $97 million yesterday. So that's several days now in a row with net inflows on BTC. Market is adjusting back to the price action that's been ongoing. Supply issue is a thing. There's not going to be enough very soon to match demand. For right now, there's not enough supply to match demand. So as soon as it gets bought up, it's going to be, well, you guys know. Blaze is the best in Biddle Battle. The first Stacks Biddle Battle has officially concluded, with judges and mentors praising the quality of project built over the past 3 weeks. Congratulations to Lord Rosar for taking first place with his Blaze project. Awesome stuff. He's been showing this on the DeOrganized shows, both morning show, night show. We've been doing a lot of testnet for him. Some of the awesome stuff he's building out with Blaze. Builders are encouraged to continue their momentum by joining Stacks Ascent. Very cool to grow their skills and impact. Plus, Hero Systems is offering, not Hero Gamer, Hero Systems, is offering 2 developer scholarships for Bitcoin 2025 in Vegas, covering hotel $1,000 travel expenses and even tickets to the BTC seminars. Learn more and apply now to keep building. Stacks continues proving itself as the prime destination for Bitcoin L2 development. Mark your calendar. SBTC withdrawals go live on March 31st. This is the moment we've been waiting for. You'll be able to trustlessly withdraw your SBTC back to native Bitcoin, fully closing the loop. That means real BTC utility for DeFi on Stacks, no middlemen, no custodians. Mint it, use it, and now withdraw it. This is a huge unlock for the Bitcoin economy and a major step forward for builders across the ecosystem. Just a quick note, and I'm not sure, it's not 100% certain. So we're going to have withdrawals on the 31st. That is still the targeted timeline, and I'm pretty sure that they are on pace to make that. That's this Monday. The cap originally was planned that the cap would be completely lifted once withdrawals are initiated, but I think they want a little bit of time to make sure that the withdrawals are functioning properly before they open up the cap. So it probably won't be instantaneous that the current cap for minting new SBTC will be open. I'm being told probably like a week to 2 weeks after withdrawals. And don't hold me to that. DeOrganized Games hits open alpha. Decentralized gaming takes shape. DeOrganized Games, built on the Rising Tide protocol, has entered open alpha testing, offering creators a platform to host decentralized game lobbies with ease. The system includes tools for managing funds distribution and tracking game results online, with planned features like leaderboards and rewards. Testing is showcased live on the DeOrganized Night Show, giving a glimpse into the innovative approach to gaming where creators control their own ecosystems. Huge shout out to Trippin' Monkey, who's been helping us build that out, or really he's been building that out. We've been testing it for him as part of our processes. You can see us on the Night Show. This is an open testnet, open alpha test. Get your testnet wallet or set your Stacks wallet to testnet. Go to deorganized.games. You can set up an account. You can start, it's a simple wallet connection, and you can start playing around. Pretty soon, I think we'll be able to even open up testnet lobbies individually and stuff like that. Really cool stuff. Find to Earn meta is here. Pioneered by Skullcoin founder Xenitron, this innovative format offers a fresh and engaging way to interact with the community onboard new users, and create real play to earn opportunities. Join us daily on DeOrganized for live find to earn rounds powered by BoostX, where participation pays and fund me's function. And we actually, for April, have, I think, a full slate. It looks like we're going to have Leo Mondays, Nothing Tuesdays, Welsh Wednesdays, B Pepe Thursdays, and Rue Fridays, with sponsorship from all 5 meme tokens rounds played daily. And then at the end of the find to earn rounds, we will have a 30-minute community oriented space. Mondays for Leo, Tuesdays for Not, Wednesdays for Welsh, where we'll have live community shows for those 5 meme tokens that have sponsored the find to earn rounds. And that starting possibly next week, possibly Monday, even though it's not really the 1st of April. And with that, I am going to wrap up the news segment, just taking a little too long to get through it. But while I'm wrapping up the news segment, I want to just say, Stacking DAO, the leading liquid staking platform for Stacks Network. Stacking DAO is changing the game by letting users earn up to 10% APY on their STX while keeping their assets liquid. Unlike traditional staking, their unique design means no minimums, and users start earning rewards immediately. So there are 0 switching costs when moving from other stacking pools. You don't need 100 stacks minimum to participate. Plus, you've got options. Choose to get your rewards in STX or SBTC, whatever fits your strategy. Want to start earning yields today? Head over to stackingdao.com. You can go right there for that QR code, or link in the description on YouTube, link under the post on X, which I didn't put in there yet, but I will put shortly. And you can Stacking DAO, where liquidity meets opportunity. And with that, I'm going to bring on our guests. GPSC, how are you doing this morning, my brother?
Good morning, brother. Yeah, it's been a blessed week. Very busy week, but a blessed one, to be honest with you. It's been a good one, man. Big shout out to Rosar winning the Biddle Battle.
Yeah, man. And we have Adam Bitcoin with us today. Adam's a personality in our space that I've recently come across. He's constantly posting some really interesting things. And I caught him on a space the other day where he was actually helping the community go through the process for digital marketing. And I thought that was really interesting. I just happened to come across you because I saw you come on. I've been following you for a few weeks. I'm not sure. I think I might have met you in the dog pool space, but I'm in so many spaces, I'm not sure where. You said something that impressed me somewhere, so I started following you. And,
Thank you.
Yeah, so how you doing, man?
I am good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Tell us so what are you working on? I know you're working on something with it's a document, I guess, or is it an ebook or something like that regarding?
Okay, well, I'm actually working on 2 things at the moment, but you know that what I'm working on is, and like, first off, by the way, I love what you're doing right here. It's very professional. It looks nice. It sounds nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what I am doing, what I'm building is just like kind of like a guide. I don't want to necessarily call it like a course, but like I have a group where it has been a free group for a long time, but I felt like a lot of the people were kind of just taking advantage and not really supporting the group, just trying to get like engagement off themselves, you know? So I decided to change it up a little bit, and I'm gonna make it like more of like a paid community where we support each other, and we have like marketing lessons, SEO lessons, branding lessons, whatever. So that's the first thing. But what I'm actually really working on is a website that it's a marketing agency, and I really don't want to like get too into detail with it, but it's like kind of like Fiverr, if you know what that is. Like, it's a marketing agency where it will bring influencers and brands together. I've actually been working on it for like the last year, and we're like maybe like a couple of months out of still finishing the whole production. And like you're able to basically pay for influencers with cryptocurrency, and there's a lot more involved to it. I kind of came up with the idea myself, but I took some ideas from Fiverr, and there's another website that's kind of similar called Collabster, and but yeah, we're like, honestly, the UI is amazing. It looks really good. It works really good. We're just doing like all the final touches, and
you don't have a website of you. Is there somewhere where you can send people to look at it, or you're not ready for that yet?
Well, I could tell the website. I could say the website, but it's not. It's ihaven.vip, like Influencer Haven, but it's not up or online yet. I didn't, it's still in like the staging process, but that is the link, and it's already purchased, the domain.
Cool. No, that's great. We'll have to have you back on when you have it up and running. We can demo it.
I would appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Very interesting stuff, and there's definitely a demand for that. Kind of similar to, so I don't know if you're familiar with Zero Authority on Stacks. They have like its on-chain reputation, and then they have their like bounties. They're building out a gig marketplace too. So similar kind of concept where people can go put themselves out there, like Fiverr. You put your skills out there. People can contract and or hire you through, and they're working on launching their V2 very soon, I think too. So you might want to like check them out. And
what was it called? Could you say that again?
Zero Authority. It's zeroauthority.xyz. Zero Authority DAO. Okay. Awesome guys, by the way. They'll, I would highly recommend reaching out to them and talking to them about what they're building, because they're, it's a decentralized space, right? So we're all pulling on the strings from different directions, but the new paradigm is going to be, I think, less direct competition and more collaborative functionality type of thing.
Yeah, that's actually what I just said I left a video in my tweet this morning, and I said like the difference that I believe between Web 2 and Web 3 is more community. Like whereas Web 2 is more Google or whatever, where Web 3 is working together and something like that.
Exactly. Like we're working on a bunch of different projects with DeOrganized. One of them being DeOrganized.games, which is a decentralized a platform where people can go and create their own game lobbies. We're still in like alpha, just figuring it out, just coming up with it. So the only thing on there right now is tic-tac-toe games, and you can't set up your own game lobby. There's just lobbies in there for us to play with. But eventually, any user that has an account on there will be able to go and set up their own game lobby, and there's funds distribution mechanisms so they can determine, like, you pay a few stacks to play the game, whatever the game is. They might have their own game that they're putting up on there and stuff like that. And it doesn't have to be exclusive to DeOrganized either. Like there's going to be, like, we know another guy that's building out the play platform with why can't I think of his name? IceArc's play platform, and he's like, like in our community, he's a good friend of ours, and he's going to build it his way, and we're going to look at ours our way, and maybe we'll kind of do something together, or maybe we'll just kind of complement each other by integrating different functionalities, or you take a piece of this and you take a piece of that, and we're building more robust things that are going to actually reflect what the community wants, or the end users want, because there's community involvement in the building process for DeOrganized games. So GPSC here, actually, on top of co-hosting the show with me, and on top of being the head Zest Chad and managing the Stacking DAO and Zest Discords, he's also running his own and all the other, and being the Gigaverse champion for building out his own project with the Giga Pepe and all that stuff. He's also running a night show for DeOrganized every Monday through Friday. And he's been actually hosting. We've been doing a lot of playing of the DeOrganized games and other stuff too, like playing around with what Rosar is building. There's like
a lot of live testing.
So we're like test netting stuff. We're doing a lot of live test netting of projects that are building, and it actually seems to be an interesting innovation, because we're getting a lot of feedback from the community, which means that we can then take that and build better. We can build better products because we're getting user feedback while we're building.
And we get to shoot the breeze with the guys building the stuff, right? I mean, it's the best part. You know, we're having fun together and getting to know
Right.
each other.
It's really just we're having fun together, but we're doing productive stuff at the same time. It's kind of how these shows go. We're just hanging out, chatting about whatever, and but we're actually producing some really cool stuff and or spotlighting some people that are producing some really cool stuff. So yeah, but that's the paradigm that's shift that Bitcoin has facilitated, being decentralized and open source and censorship resistant. So, you know, we're not looking to shut up the competition. We're looking to kind of work together to build better products. And if they're doing it better, then we pivot. There's a lot of pivoting in our space, you know, that's part of it too. If you start building something and it's not quite right, there's nothing wrong with changing a little bit. And, you know, you should always be changing. You know, it's not, you're never done building, actually. You know, it's kind of like owning a house. You're never done with the projects in a house once you own it. It's nonstop. You're never finished until you're dead. That's kind of the story of life, right?
That is true. I like the name too. DeOrganized is a very good name.
So that came out. That came about from. It just stands for Decentralized Organization, but it came out from we were part of the Node Rocks Ordinals project, and they had like rugged the founder or the guy that created the project rugged, and the community was trying to basically successfully took over the rugged Ordinals project, and they built out some really cool stuff. There's been all sorts of other projects on. Huge shout out to my Node Rocks brothers. But when we were trying to figure out how we were going to organize the project, we were talking about, should we create a DAO? And then the problems with DAOs are that you can't really be sure. Where'd you go?
Sorry, just breaking real quick. 1 billion USDT just minted, big boy status.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Whale's getting ready to pump the market. Just had to chime in real quick. That's a big boy mint right there.
There's two ways to look at that. When stable coins are minted, it could mean somebody just sold.
True. Yeah. I mean, two ways to take it. I mean, it looks like Well sold off a little bit this morning. You know, we're around like $85,000 for Bitcoin. So, I mean, we'll see. It's gonna be, it's not linear. Price action is not linear. I do think we actually saw the bottom. I think we're gonna retest it, like I told you and Jack the other day. Right. Not a financial advisor. I'm working with the numbers all the time, so I kind of been, and I've been doing the TA with Landy series, so I understand the basics of technical analysis now, and you know, we still we have work to do before we're back out of this slight correction. You think we're about to put in a higher low on Bitcoin right now? Like, you know, it's looking.
Well, if we can, we have to. Well, it depends on where it stops. You know, maybe if we get a lower low. Who knows? It's short-term action. You don't know what's going to happen. But DeOrganized came out of the idea. We weren't sure. So the problem with DAOs is that they're really not automated yet, because there's some AI stuff that's developing. Shout out to AI BTC devs. But generally speaking, up until now, without the use of AI, DAOs don't do anything unless there's people involved. So I would say, well, we don't DAO, we do decentralized organization, you know? So we don't DAO, we do. And that's where the term for DeOrganized, that's where the name came from, DeOrganized. It's also kind of like...
Let me ask you a question. Are you guys like Bitcoin maxis, or what do you think about other chains? What's your thoughts on all that stuff?
I am Bitcoin first. I think being a maxi in anything, especially being a maxi doesn't actually fit with the concept of decentralization, does it? Like, how can you have, you're going to have multiple players, and if it's a better product, it's a better product. So why would we hate on that, right? But I think Bitcoin is clearly the best product in the market right now, and it makes a lot of the other things that are building that may not even be building into Bitcoin, although they really all seem to be. Like, there's this huge mess. There's this huge movement now towards Bitcoin finalization, which is what Stacks has. Starknecht's doing it, and who else? There's like 3 or 4 projects that all of us recently just started working towards having Bitcoin finality for their chains as a security method, because it is the hardest chain, the hardest asset. So I love Bitcoin. There are some I love Bitcoin because of all of the ethos behind it and what it was built towards. Actually, it's why I'm so adhered to the Stacks ecosystem, because it aligns very much so open source, collaborative but permissionless development. No one gave us permission to do a show about Stacks. No one gave us permission to build Web3 applications into our model with Stacks. We just did. But there's a tremendously supportive community and a lot of collaboration between devs, between the different communities. Like one of a bunch of our friends are like founders of different meme token communities, and you'd think that they would be kind of like against each other, because they're kind of in competition for market share, but they're not. Like Jack Ben Switch is the founder of RuCoin, and Rubes is the founder of LeoCoin, and they're buddies, and we all work together to try to find ways to provide value to the broader ecosystem, which is just a new paradigm that was facilitated by Bitcoin. So are we maxis? No. And if people want to be maxis, that's their prerogative too. It's decent. They can feel however they want about it, but it's not really a realistic viewpoint, right? It's kind of like
I'll tell you something. I kind of feel like I was like misled a little, although I feel like I was misled in both ways, because I've been in crypto for so long, and when I first came in, it was before there was only Bitcoin basically. So it was like,
when you get in,
like end of 2014, something like that.
Oh, you're a long tooth. You've been in for there was really nothing besides. I mean, there was some other. I bought my first Bitcoin in 2015, and it was because I bought it. It was only I bought $200 worth. It was around $1,000, but I bought it to buy something called Quark Coin that was being promoted by Bill Still, who's like just a commentator on. He's an old guy. He used to talk about the Federal Reserve and stuff on YouTube, and he was touting Quark Coin, and I bought Quark Coin, and it was trash, so I lost my money.
Dude, do you remember the original Trump coin?
I don't remember the original Trump coin, but I do remember when all you could get on Coinbase was Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. And you had to have Bitcoin to buy any of it.
Well, I think the first like meme, the first thing that I ever did, like, and I didn't even know how to do this stuff. My little brother was like more technical than me, and like he helped me come set up the blockchain, and we did some like swap for some Trump, and I just like ended up, back in those days, I was a maxi, so I was like, I didn't even care. I just like threw it in the garbage or whatever, I didn't even pay attention to it. But it was funny. When Trump launched the coin, I like had a flashback, like, wow, I remember buying Trump meme coin, like when, I don't know what year, like I guess the first election or whatever it was. Yeah.
I've definitely had some regrets about selling stuff that I bought.
Trust me too.
But to be honest with you, and I really realized this back in 2017, 2018, or really actually after the 2017-18 correction. So everything corrected towards the end of 17 and 18, and we had the bear market. I think somewhere around like 2019, 2020, my little brother so I wanted to just buy Bitcoin and Ethereum, and he was all about like, well, we can make more money on these, and he was buying. Bro, I love my little brother. He cashed in his 401k and bought like a bunch of shit coins that all ended up being trash, and I was like, at one point, I sat down, I looked at what I had bought, what he had bought, and I was like, we could, if at any time in the last 2 years you had taken those tokens and just turned them into Bitcoin, you'd be better off now.
Yep, I made those big mistakes. I've messed up a lot of things doing that same thing. I should have just held Bitcoin instead of trying to trade memes or change to some other things. Those definitely were big mistakes that I made. And so it's funny because I feel like at one point I was misled by like maxis, but at the same time, like I was like, were they right?
They're not entirely wrong. You can't go wrong with Bitcoin. That's it's really about risk tolerance. It
Yeah.
really is about risk tolerance. And those that are like Bitcoin is the only one, well, that's not a bad position either based on your risk tolerance, but you're not going to make the same return on Bitcoin in the short term as you might on a hot up and coming altcoin.
Yeah.
I tend to not like, there's different kinds of meme coins, right? And most of the meme coins that I support are actually like community meme coins. There's something built around it. It's not just the meme. It's, like Rue, for instance, they did a fair launch. They innovated on a fair launch. The founders actually didn't keep any founder supply. Everyone had to buy in. It was 30 stacks to buy an allotment. You could buy up to 3, I think. I don't remember exactly now. It was about a year. It was actually, they just had their first year birthday like 2 days ago. Happy birthday, Rue. And they've done, like, they innovated after they launched their mint. They were going to try, Jack was working on building the DGen playground, and they're working on stuff like that. They innovated, like, I don't know if you understand like DMT mints, DMT ordinals, like where you can.
No, I don't. I've never heard that.
So DMT ordinals are ordinals that can change. So even though they're written to the blockchain, they can be upgraded and changed to some degree. And I'm not sure of the technical aspect of it, but Jack and Ian's Jack's dev. So Jack's the community guy, and Ian's the dev in the project that founded Rue. And they innovated with DMT NFT mints on stacks. So they created a way to make NFTs that the mint process, that's the other with DMT. It's also like the way that they mint, like it's part of the minting scenario where when you mint, it's minted by block per se, so you have to win the block to mint. So they did this thing with the Stacks Invaders where you had to mint the blocks, and they have this other, they created a runes. They had a day one rune, so now there's the Rue runes. They were the first one. I don't know if you're familiar much with runes, but Bitflow actually has innovated where you can bridge your runes in as a SIP10 token, and the Rue coin community was one of the first ones that were part of that. They helped innovate on that. So it's a community coin. It's not just a meme coin where you got this pump.fun stuff that is just extractive. So there's two different scenarios. You have extractive meme coins, and you have value creating community coins. So, and we're just evolving in the space, but there's a lot there. So I just wanted to be clear, like I'm not opposed to anybody having a project and building out and innovating and trying to learn, but there are a lot of extractive plays out there, and we try to make sure that we're not promoting that kind of activity here.
Yeah, I hear you. I know that's something that I wish that the broader audience, let's say, or the people would really start to understand, because honestly, I kind of, it took me some time to realize that and understand as well that these things are not, they're just built for people to get rich and basically scam people and nothing else, so it's
right.
Yeah.
Right. It's a shame, but you know what? It's just part of the learning curve too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But exactly. You're right. We could do more as a community to try to make people aware that don't rush into things. If it seems like it's too good to be true, it is. And don't forget to take profits. Nobody ever went broke taking profits. If you do hit on a meme token and it shot up, holding that is not probably going to be good unless it's a project like Rue where they are actually building other stuff, and it's not just hype on an influencer and some and some hype on like an actual just people sending memes, because those are they just don't have a long life cycle unless they're building something else on top of it. If they're building merch, they're building an IP, you know, they're building a, like, they're trying to actually make the meme, like the Roo is actually an icon now, and it's intellectual property, and it can actually be turned into stuff, branded, so to speak, and licensed. If there's intellectual, like the Pizza Ninjas is IP, and they can build out, they have games and they have stuff that they're doing, and they have merch, you know, those are value add plays. So there's just different opportunities there. Anyway, I'm talking too much and not asking you enough questions, and I apologize for that. So tell me a little bit more about what you're working on with your project.
All right. Well, you know, actually, I was going to say this just on the last topic is, you know, just for people or anybody who is considering getting into crypto or something, you know, I always teach people just, you know, to learn a little bit about Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, and just hold it. And don't, you know, try to trade. Don't try to get into anything else. Like, start, you know, that's the way that I've started. And I think that that's the way that most people should start, because a lot of people might start with memes and then lose their money or something, and they get a bad taste. They don't really understand what crypto really is. So I think that the best way to get into it is just to research and, you know, buy and hold, and just maybe dollar cost average, buy little bits and get into it. But as far as as far as me, man, I don't know. I've kind of been like feeling like I've been, let's just say, stuck in the same place for a little bit, you know, like I've had my followers, I've had my Twitter, but I haven't really had a lot of growth. And, you know, I kind of fell into the whole meme coin lie that you're going to get rich with memes. And, you know, I created my own projects, which I lost money doing those things, you know, and so I kind of realized that, you know, I need to start like educating people more and build my community stronger. So, you know, that's basically, I had like a little like engagement group type of thing where what I mentioned before, and people were just kind of not really respecting it. Like, you know, I'm like, listen, if I'm running a free group for you guys, like, and you're going to come here just to shill your own shit, and you're just not even going to really like interact with our community, support the community. I was like, you know what? I just kind of, I'm that type of person. Maybe some people think I'm like a asshole. I don't know if I'm allowed to curse, but like I was just like, you know what?
You're allowed
like,
to, don't
right?
worry
I'm like,
about
you
that.
know what? Like, fuck these guys. I'm fucking just deleting the group. I don't even care, you know? Like, I'm not gonna just run a group for people's like benefit if they're not really gonna like, you know, if they're gonna not, you know, benefit the group. So, you know, that's basically where I've been working on this like guide and on this thing for a long time. And, you know, I kind of have like a decentralized ideology, and that knowledge should be free. But at the same time, I was thinking, you know what, if I do give my time and I'm teaching people, then I guess there's not really, I shouldn't really feel bad about like trying to get money from people, I guess, let's say, you know? So that's why I'm finishing building this guide, which is, like I said, it's like branding, marketing, SEO, networking, community building, like how to build a project. It's based around like a crypto project, but you know, it could be any business or anything, you know, whatever, like they all go hand in hand.
I heard the information you were giving on your space the other day was great stuff.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Although I forget her name now, but she kept like literally coming out with the yeah, she like was like just front running every point you were making, but it was all good stuff, and it really actually worked well. The way it was presented there too, despite it not being maybe how it was planned. But yeah, it's like one of the things you guys hit on too was authenticity. People, I don't want to say buy in the terms of they're actually putting their money out there, but they accept the message. They buy the message when it's authentic. It comes from a real place. And that's what we do here. That's why I don't care about the curse words. Like, we try not to be offensive to people, but I don't think that's not what you were getting at. You're calling yourself.
So no racism, only cursing.
no racism. I mean, you can if it's how you feel, it's how you feel. But I'll be to be honest with you, if there was somebody that came on with that kind of opinion, I'd have a conversation about it to explain where I come from on such a thing, because racism is actually just it's faulty logic to believe that somebody's race dictates the type of person they're going to be. And
Yeah,
I've had so much personal experience with that. So like no topic is off, no subject is forbidden here, but I will have an opinion. I will express my opinion about it, and I may not agree with somebody else's, and that's okay. We can disagree. But I get your point. That's not a topic we want to. That wouldn't necessarily sell well. It's not good for the algorithm, kind of thing. So I understand what you're getting at there, but I really like. We have such a huge.
What if we're racist against XRP? What would you say?
Well, I understand that position more so. I think there's more logic behind it, but I do. So I find there's two different kind of XRP bros. We have friends in the. Hold on, one second.
Oh, too good, dude. Too damn good.
We have friends in the XRP ecosystem. We have friends in the XRP ecosystem that are really very smart people that are building stuff on there, and they see it from a different point of view, where most of the people in our ecosystem don't care for XRP because it seems like it's not really open and not really permissionless and not really, it doesn't really meet it. It's designed for the banking establishment to a large degree. So there's issues there. But if you try to actually, the XRP army, if you try to talk to them about you can't get an open-minded discussion with them. A lot of those guys, they don't want to hear anything. So it depends on who you're talking to. And huge shout out to Phil and Dom Kwok from Easy A app. They've built a really awesome app, and I love the dudes. I think they're really great guys. I had the opportunity. They were doing a hackathon up in Harvard. I'm about an hour south of Boston. So they were doing a hackathon in last fall in Harvard, and I had them on my space when I was still just running regular spaces. And I kind of invited myself up to live stream their hackathon, and they were so gracious, and it was a great atmosphere. Like there was like 200 kids up there. I call them kids because I'm an old guy. But they are definitely big XRP guys. From a programming and development standpoint, they like it a lot.
Yeah. So
what do we got here? PerpDex launched on Velar.
Yeah, PerpDex is launched. You can launch. I'm seeing whenever I pull it up here. Let me just kind of switch my screen real quick. I'll go right back to grabbing this right here and show off the PerpDex on Stacks. Now you can see here that you can connect your Stacks wallet. And it looks like all systems are operational. Pulling up Leather or Xverse to get in there, like swimwear and trade perps. So big shout out to the Velar squad launching their PerpDex on Stacks. Congratulations, guys!
Huge,
big
huge
stuff.
These guys have been waiting down. It's almost a year since they were trying to launch this thing. They were supposed to launch with Nakamoto upgrade, which was supposed to happen on the halving. So it's literally almost been a year since they.
Wild,
so
dude.
Huge shout out to Velar, tremendous team over there. We love the dudes, and this is actually something we need in our ecosystem: a stacks-based PerpDex. By the way, just to our audience, PerpDex trading is very risky. So know what you're doing. Don't just go in there and start throwing money in at stuff, because you can very much lose. Don't invest money you can't afford to lose. But definitely learn about it. It gives you some options if you can make some conviction plays if you are paying attention and you are taking stock of the Learn TA with Landy series and all the other stuff that Landy puts out and chart analysis and stuff. You can make some money with some leverage trading in a PerpDex, but you be very careful. It's
Yeah, you can get
Oh, is
liquid.
max? It's only 5x is the max, or that
So
might
it's
only
5X
be on.
right now. I think they'll probably like raise it as like, you know, liquidity. Like that, I'm pretty sure you have to like do some type of like provide your own liquidity, and of course have some like Bitcoin and some stables and stuff like that. It looks like you can long with USDH. Shout out Hermetica, and then you can short with SBTC here, and it's up to 5x lev right now. So
Oh,
very
so it's only with USDH and SBTC funds. You can't
yeah.
change them.
Yeah, so for right now, that's what it looks like. Like, of course, I'm gonna have to go back and re-listen to that Bel Air space that is ongoing right now, and you know, get the scoop on exactly how this works. But yeah, man, big congrats to the guys. They've been working really hard on this for a while, and yeah, I look forward to doing some trading with this, man. It's gonna be fun. So big shout out to Rainfire, big shout out to Pete, you know, Visions, and the Belar squad. If you want to go check out the Belar perp decks, go to belar.com and get in there like swimwear, right? Let's go.
Yeah, very interesting stuff. Orange says just 5x. How do they expect me to become the whale that shorts ordinals with 50 million and 5x, 40x leverage? And you know what though? I think that's wise until they actually get an influx of users and liquidity. It's wise to put some of these rails on there for them, and it protects the community a little bit. It's hard to, guys, if you don't know what a stop loss is, perp-dex trading is not yet for you. You know, if you don't know how to set a stop loss, how to determine where that is versus where your like your actual liquidation price is and stuff like that, there's a lot to know. Yeah, I just want to make sure that this is a huge development, and huge shout out to Velar for persevering, bringing this out there.
Oh, you can pull fibs on this thing too.
Oh, it's got trading view.
It's got the trading tools. Okay, let me just experiment.
It looks like all trading view. It looks like it's just.
If I were to grab a position now and try to put out a 3-to-1 ratio, that's what I like to use. It's like a 3-to-1 ratio.
Here,
dang, dude. Okay, so
That looks nice.
This is pretty nice, dude. They've got all the tools. Yeah. Here, put it right here, and then maybe I might just take some trades today. I don't know. Do some degenning today with this perp dex.
Cancel all my calls.
Yeah. Okay. I see you, Velar. Doing the good stuff. Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to show that because it is live, guys. Go check it out for yourself.
Orange, hold on. Orange, why are you chatting in the live chat instead of talking on the live stream? Where are you, man?
I just don't want to interrupt your beautiful voice.
Oh, so sweet.
Thank you for saying that, but please, somebody's got to shut me up, man.
That's why I'm just pulling up the screen sometimes, just like in between, like, hey, I'm seeing the news, and I'm just like, here you go, Steve. Here's some stuff to talk about too. What's up, Orange? How are we doing today, brother?
I'm doing very well, to be honest. How are you?
Fun stuff happening in the ecosystem. I'm excited about this. This is something that people have been waiting on like for a while now. So very, very good stuff. We got somebody else joining. I think the Game Master is in the lobby. Here, let me stop sharing my screen real quick. And are we gonna bring the Game Master on? I hear the music change. What's going on, Xenitron?
He's here. Live form. How are you
Dear
today,
mortals, are you ready?
We are ready.
We have 20 minutes. We have 20 minutes. We rush today.
Oh, we have 20. We're rushing today, so we got 5 rounds this morning. Yeah. Real quick, Adam, you're welcome to stay. We actually love it when the guests stay for the Find to Earn rounds. At 9:30 every day, we go into the Find to Earn segment. Xenitron actually is the founder of Skullcoin, which is a really amazing project. They have an on-chain treasure hunt game there's a new iteration coming soon. It's at skullco.in, Skullcoin with a period between O and I, and that thing, Skullcoin. And we actually do these live versions where you're going to get on the Skullcoin BTC X account, and which I'll bring up on my screen shortly. You're going to get a link. It'll tell you these rounds are sponsored by players in the space. It's about $10 worth of a token per round. It'll tell you what the prize is. There's a link to a starting location on Google Maps, and then there's an image below that is a Street View image. So you have to go to the starting location, drop into Street View, you're searching for that image. The first person that finds it gets the coordinates or the link to share that location, post it underneath the round. They win the tokens for that round. And we have sponsorships today from RuCoin, LeoCoin, USDH, Medica's USDH, Skullcoin, and DeOrganized Media is sponsoring some rounds today. So we have 5 rounds to go. Is it all open rounds today, sir?
Yeah, open rounds. We launched 2 games simultaneously in very beginning. We launched like 2 games with 1 point direction, and the last game for Leo.
Very good, very good. Do you have the link to the stream? Should be in the. It's at towards the top of the chat. So those that don't know, you have to share out the live stream in order to be eligible to play. You must repost or share out the live stream. We do have some really great pro players, and actually Orange is now the ambassador, the Find to Earn ambassador. We had to give him a new role because he just keeps winning all the rounds. He's so good at it. So, Orange, you're gonna share your stream with us today?
Yes, of course.
All right. And do we like, guys? I think Xenitron likes it better with us at the bottom, right?
I think it works better. Yeah, I think it works better at the bottom, dude. Especially if we don't have like more than like 5 people, then we can get everybody on the screen, right? But if we do have more than 5 people, then like off to the right or off to the left is better.
Yeah, I agree with that assessment, actually, GP.
Yeah, man.
So real quick, I'm just going to share my screen on the Skullcoin page just to run through it. This is what the game round will look like on the post. You're going to have the prize. You're going to have the link to share the stream. This is the starting link. This is the image you're looking for. Sometimes it's easier to bring the image up larger so you can kind of get an idea and where that is. Real quick, just again walking through for those playing at home. You click the Google Maps link. That loads up the image. You get the little yellow peg guy that'll drop into Street View, and you're looking near that starting location. You drop him in. And then you're looking around. I don't know exactly where it is, but let's say this is the spot. You click share, copy that link. You go back over to the Skullcoin page for the post. You post it underneath. And if you're the first one, you get paid. And you're paid via BoostX. Those that don't know, BoostX is an overlay Chrome extension on top of X that allows people to pay users that have a .btc or .sdx BNS name in their account right through X. You'll see this little orange rocket ship icon, and that'll let you actually send stacks, SBTC, RuCoin, a bunch of other Stacks ecosystem tokens being added all the time on the account. That is how we play. And if you have any questions, speak now because game's about to go live. Xenitron, are you just about ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, let me just get Orange's screen back on here. And you guys are on the Skullcoin BTC account getting ready to play. And you let us know, Zenny, when the game's going to launch.
Yeah, so first 2 games will be for RU, both games, 1000 RU for each game, and we launch it simultaneously, so you have to choose what the game to play, first or second.
Very good. So there's 2 games. You're going to have 2 games from the same starting location. There'll be 2 images.
No, we play simultaneously, I mean like 2...
Oh, different side. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be 2 rounds, 1 launch back to back.
Yeah, we have like to learn our terminology in our innovation. Yeah, let's go. 2 rounds simultaneously. Are you ready?
Let's go.
I'm ready.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Refresh Skullcoin. The first game is on. And
And
the
if,
second
and if I
game,
win the prize, it goes into Monday's round. It gets added to Monday.
and it's coming. The second game, 2 games is on.
Game on. Good luck, everybody. So I'm going to go for game 1 because I think that image is going to be easier to find.
I like so much this rule with graffiti. I created in Ghibli, and
Yeah, I
this
like
looks
it.
very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
So
it
I
too.
What
might-
country is this?
You have to,
We are in.
yes.
I gotta zoom out. Well, the first one. Sometimes we actually. It looks like Brazil. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's Spain.
Okay.
It's Spain on like towards the Mediterranean.
Yeah, we have winner for the first one. It's Elder Statesman. He
Oh,
played
Elder Statement
yesterday.
has been
Whoa.
yeah.
killing it. And we got him his BTC name. I see. Isaac
Yeah.
came in second, about 12 seconds after. Orange, are you on game 2?
Yes, I am.
Elder Statesman seems like serious player.
Yeah,
the good question about the place. We will make like GeoGuessr in future. We just show the pictures to the chat, and the player, the person who will guess the closest location, city, town, I mean like the country, will win the prize also. Just today we rushed because we have important space with Xverse in 18 minutes.
Yo, I'm not gonna
Next
lie.
first space is at 10 or 11. I thought it was at 11.
Yo, I gotta say the skull and the accent is scaring me.
Yeah, you didn't hear the laugh yet either.
Nah,
Sometimes
I just heard the laugh. I got even more scared.
yeah,
I wanna play the game.
we do this every day. It's really a great. It's been a great experience. It's super fun, and guys, remember to share out the live stream. Don't forget, because the game master will take your prize away if he discovers you did not share out the live stream. Make sure you're doing that, and bring your friends. The
You
more
gotta share
players
it to Telegram, Twitter,
Yeah.
WhatsApp,
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, get your friends in here, because the more players we have, the more games we can play. Maybe we can add them to the night show. GP catching some air right now. Not
Boy.
getting enough sleep, bro.
Man, I'm telling you, I stayed up late with my nephew last night, man. It was the first sleepover, you know what I mean? Like, I had to show out. We was opening Pokemon cards and getting into the Hot Wheels and all the stuff. So, yeah, man, we was up late last night, just having a good time. Had to get
Nice,
some
I
air
love
there.
it, man. That was congratulations on the first sleepover with the young man too. Did he end up making it through the night, or did mom come get him?
No, he made it through the night, man. He slept like a rock. I had that boy tired, man.
Hell
You
yeah.
know, we did all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, he stayed up late too. His mom said he usually goes to sleep around like at 9:30, 10 o'clock, like a regular 5-year-old. And then, nah, man, he trooped it out. He was up until like 11:30 with me watching like Dragon Ball Z and stuff. Having a good old time. So, yeah, man. Excuse me.
I love it. Great stuff, man. You're
Yeah, the
you're
winner for the second game. It's Wayne.
oh, when you nice, very nice.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
OX girl was second 16 after 16 seconds. Yep.
Very good.
Okay. We have 2 winners. Be ready for the next games.
The next game,
Peace, you said the Xverse space was today?
the Xverse space is today, and I thought
Oh,
it was
let's-
at 11.
Let's double check. I think it's like in 15 minutes. Can you check it?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Just trying to make sure that we got the it's
It'd be
what,
better for me at 10 because I got the SIP call at 11, so I was actually going to have to do both.
Oh, one bud in one ear and the
Well,
other.
I was gonna like start the sip call, then jump to the Xverse space, and then vice versa. So if it's at 10, actually, that's even better for me. But we got to get through we have 3 more rounds.
So you're trying to crank them out right now. I got you. I'm looking for. I'll find that space while y'all do that.
How long has this live stream been going for?
How long have we been doing the show?
Yeah, exactly.
4 months.
So this actually started as a project out of D grants from last spring into summer. We started doing live streams sometime in July. We started doing the morning show in August. And it started out with it was just a 15, 20 minute. I would come on, say hi. I didn't even do the news. I wasn't reading the numbers or nothing. So since from August till now, we've been honing out the show. We've been doing Fine to Earn for about 2 months. GP's been co-hosting with me. What's that?
We're coming up on a year, like in a couple months here. Like it's right around the corner. August ain't too far. Like 1 more quarter and we're there. Time flies.
It does, and it does. And the older you get, my man, the faster it goes too. By the way, get used to that. It doesn't ever slow down.
True, huh?
Oh man. So I have 7 kids. 5 of them are adult kids I've raised out of the house. I can never do anything in my life that'll be more of a success than creating 5 functioning adult people. But I have a 28-year-old. She's going to be 29. So when I tell you how fast it seems to go for me now, it's just insane.
Yeah, that space is at 10 a.m. I just saw
Is it at 10? All right, that's even better for me. Great. Now we got 3 more rounds, Zenny.
We have 1 starting point and 2 locations to find. 10 USDH from Hermetica stablecoin and 10 stacks.
All right, very good. So you're on the Skullcoin account and you're waiting to refresh. As soon as we get the
Okay, be
countdown.
ready. 2 rounds. In 1 starting point. Treasure Hunters, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Street
You
goal.
guys are cranking out today too, man. Like they are not taking long to find these prizes. Big shout out to you and Elder Statesman winning for the first 2 rounds.
How
Yeah,
many
make
people are
sure-
tuned into this right now?
What's that?
How many people are tuned into this right now?
Right now, 500 and something. The last I looked, 550 right now. Well, we
Oh,
have
wow,
550 viewers. Average, we're getting between 500 and 800 a day for the last couple weeks, and it's growing. You know, when we first started doing it, we were getting closer to like 300-400. Actually, when we first started doing the
Congratulations.
live streams, we were getting like 150 to 200. So yeah, we're thank you.
Yesterday we have 1,400.
Wow.
Yeah, yesterday we had 1,400. Actually, no, we had over 2,000 yet.
Okay, Orange playing on stream that won the 1 of 2 locations.
Orange got one already.
Gangster.
Of course I do.
So these, and just shout out to our sponsors again. RuCoin, one of the OG community coins on Stacks, created by Stacks Legend of Legends, Jack Binswitch and Ian Banksia. RuCoin, Rubes, not RuCoin, LeoCoin, Rubes created a coin named after the founder of Stacks, Munib Ali's cat. So Leo the cat is another great community meme token on Stacks. We have USDH, Bitcoin-backed dollar stablecoin on Stacks that earns yield over at Hermetica.fi. And Skullcoin, innovating GameFi and on-chain game mechanics on Stacks at skullco.in. We have some great sponsors, and starting in April, my friends, we are actually going to have daily sponsorship by Rue, Leo, Welsh Corgi Token, Bitcoin Pepe, and I just got while we're live here, I just heard back again from the Not community, Wrap Nothing Token. We have 5 sponsors, 5 rounds a day, and each one of them are going to get a 30-minute segment after Fighting to Earn to promote their meme token community daily, Monday through Friday. So Monday is Leo Day, Tuesday is going to be Wrap Nothing Day, Wednesday is Welsh Day, Thursday for Bitcoin Pepe, and Fridays for Rue. So we're
Let's
going to
go.
have extended
Let's go.
shows, and we're going to run 8:30 to 10:30 every day starting next week.
Let's go, dude. It's gonna be fun. I like connect. I'm well integrated into all of these meme coin communities, so it's gonna be fun to see like the founders come up and just get to shoot the breeze with them. See what they got going on for the week.
Are we still looking for round 2?
Yeah, we have winners. Like the first game won by Orange. The second,
Was it Little Dude?
Little Dude. Little Dude. The second game. We have a lot of answers. People are playing very active. Okay, everyone, get ready for the last game. We rush today. We play fast, like lightning.
That's right.
Get it done. Let's go.
The game master don't play.
0%.
He just facilitates it so we can play.
Got some games, but yeah, get into the business. All right. Let's see. And I got that devs do something space thrown up on the DeOrganized.media calendar where you can find your favorite spaces and podcasts. So go to DeOrganized.media and find your favorite spaces, rewatch your favorite episodes, get yourself in the game.
Final round is Leo.
Yeah, final round is Leo. 80,000 Leo.
80,000 Leo token up for grabs. You guys, not financial advice, and when you win, it's up to you what you want to do, but my advice is to hold on to these tokens because we're kind of at the bottom of the correction right now, and I personally think that holding these for at least a year is probably going to be in your best interest, or maybe at least until this coming fall. We'll see what happens with the market, but I wouldn't be turning these into fiat anytime soon.
Well, everybody's building stuff. Like all of these tokens got like products, things to do. All of the things being built right now. Yeah, it's like this is the bottom.
Yeah, don't be a paper hand. Hold.
If you can't hold, you'll never be rich.
Exactly.
That's a great point. If you can't hold, you'll never be rich. And it's good to be able to save. And that's actually one thing that crypto has given us back is the ability to save money and not have it just lose value over time.
Yeah, that's honestly my, that was always my outlook, and that's like what made my life what it is today. And I wish I shouldn't, like, now I went back to my original outlook, but I kind of tried to change it for a little bit and it didn't work out. But just holding for the long term, investing in Bitcoin, that was the best decision I've ever made in my life.
Yeah, honestly, DCA, buy and hold and forget it. Don't even you just set your amount, come up with what you actually can afford. Don't spend money you can't afford. But if you have money to save, it doesn't hurt to buy Bitcoin and put it away and forget about it and just keep buying and forget about it. That's
I was talking to somebody the other day, and they're saying, "Oh, Bitcoin's too risky." I'm like, "You're telling me Bitcoin is too risky? Have you looked at the price 5 years ago, 10 years ago?" I'm like, "Where's the risk?"
Zoom out, bro. Zoom out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone, get ready because we have 5 minutes, and
Last
I
game.
believe in our audience, the treasure hunters. You have 4 minutes. Are
All
you
right,
ready?
cool. We are ready.
5,
We're on
4,
scope.
3, 2, 1. Let's go, multiverse. We send Leo in another dimension.
I refreshed too soon. Oh, look at that. I like it. We got Ghibli style here.
Oh, okay. I see. Like a new, different type of. Oh, yeah, I like that touch on it. So now you're looking for these buildings, but it's in a Ghibli style. So it's like a little bit harder, but you'll be able to find these buildings because that AI is based as hell. I like it.
Did you make it an easy round, sir? So we find it soon.
Medium rare.
Medium rare. All right. That's how I like my steak.
Me too. John D. Good morning, John D.
It does say Leo, so very nice catch.
Oh, Orange. How did you won this one?
I'm sharing my screen. I was showing the. Let me actually throw Orange back on there.
Yeah, I believe
Very
Orange won this one, yeah?
Wow, it does actually say Leo. That's great.
Yeah,
Where'd you-
sure.
How'd you
No.
find that, Zenny?
Yeah, I'm just so dead. I was alive when this building was okay.
You actually were there to put that graffiti up.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he put the graffiti. I see what happened. Okay, all right, that makes sense. He's the one that put the graffiti on.
All right.
Okay.
We actually officially have a winner. Did Orange win, or did he just show us?
Yeah, a lot of players like the Orange, Dictator, Isaac. It's Megaphone.
Megaphone,
You
D5.
congrats everyone because you was very close, like 3 seconds difference.
Excellent stuff today, guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all for participating and playing. It's been
Yeah,
it's really, I love doing these. It's super fun. Adam, thank you so much for joining us today, man. You're a Chad, and
Thank
we'd
you
love
for the
to have
invite.
you. Anytime you want to come join and hang out and play with us or whatever, you're welcome. Just
Thank you so
DM me
much.
and we'll drop you in.
Yeah, see you next space, like in 5 minutes. Like,
Yes, everyone, there's the Xverse space running from the Xverse account on X. That's starting in 3 minutes. I will be there. I'm actually on stage today too for that. Then tune into the SIP call at 11 a.m. with Hero and the Stacks Foundation, where we talk about innovation and what's being built on Stacks. And thank you all again for tuning in. Oh, real quick, actually,
Stacking down.
stacking down. We got to
Chats.
we got to do the thing.
The thing, yeah.
Guys, Stacking DAO is the leading liquid staking platform for the Stacks network. Stacking DAO is changing the game by letting users earn up to 10% APY on their STX while keeping their assets liquid. Unlike traditional staking, their unique design means no minimums and users start earning rewards immediately, so there are zero switching costs when moving from other stacking pools. Plus, you've got options. Choose to get your rewards in STX or SBTC, whatever fits your strategy. Want to start earning yields today? Head over to stackingdao.com and jump in. Stacking DAO, where liquidity meets opportunity. And real quick, I'm gonna play their message for you guys.
Sick.
Thank you guys all for joining today. Adam, thank you, man. Really appreciate it. Orange, I love you, brother.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
You guys all have a blessed weekend. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, for joining us, for helping us grow, for supporting us. We can't do this without you guys. So we really appreciate it. We will be back on Monday for more. Jump into the Xverse space. I am PeaceLoveMusic. We are DeOrganized Media, coming at you live on BitcoinLive, Decentralized, broadcasting every Monday through Friday. It's Friday. Get some rest over the weekend. We've all been cranking hard. Don't forget to take a break, touch some grass. Thank you all for joining us today. Peace out.